fatigue isn't because you're doing too much. A deep psychological analysis. Many of us wake up every morning already exhausted, our bodies heavy, minds foggy, and the immediate conclusion is almost automatic. I must be working too hard. We blame the endless to-do lists, the relentless deadlines, the KPIs that keep climbing, the back-to-back meetings. But if we dare to look beneath the surface of this familiar exhaustion, we often discover a painful paradox. We are not tired because we are doing too much. We are tired because we are doing too little of what truly matters to us. The things that bring joy, meaning, and genuine human connection. Modern life has given us unprecedented convenience, yet it has also trapped us in an invisible whirlwind. We live more in the future than in the present. Our days become a frantic chain of tasks. Finish this, jump to that, chase the next deadline, prepare for the next meeting. Management obsesses over optimizing performance. We, in turn, have learned to optimize endurance, pushing our capacity to tolerate stress, discomfort, and emptiness further and further. We spend far more time at work than truly with the people we love. When we finally get home, our hands are still clutching our phones, our eyes glued to screens, our minds still looping through tomorrow's obligations. Real connection, the kind that nourishes the soul, gets postponed to someday. We are not zombies, but we are also not fully alive. Then comes the inevitable question in the quiet moments. Why am I so damn tired? And the most common, most convenient answer is always the same. Because I work too much. But pause and look closer. Is it really the volume of work that is draining us? Or is it the profound lack of meaning in what we spend our days doing? Physical labor alone rarely breaks the human spirit. A farmer can work under the scorching sun for 12 hours straight, muscles aching, body drenched in sweat, yet still feel a quiet sense of fulfillment if that labor feeds his family, honors his land, and carries personal dignity. Contrast that with an office worker who spends 10 hours in air-conditioned comfort, answering endless emails no one will remember, writing reports that disappear into folders, contributing to products that feel detached from any real human need. The workload may be lighter in a physical sense, yet the soul feels hollowed out. Heavy work does not destroy us. Meaningless work does. This insight is not new. It was powerfully articulated by Viktor Frankl, the Austrian psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor who founded logotherapy, meaning-centered psychotherapy. Having endured the unimaginable horrors of Auschwitz, Frankl came to a radical conclusion. Suffering itself does not make life unbearable. The absence of meaning does. In his seminal work, Man's Search for Meaning, Frankl wrote, "When a person can no longer find meaning in what they do, exhaustion appears even when they are not physically overworked." He described a phenomenon he called the existential vacuum, a deep inner emptiness that arises when life feels purposeless, when routines become mechanical, when days are filled with activity but devoid of significance. This vacuum, Frankl argued, is the true breeding ground for burnout, depression, and what he termed noogenic neurosis, psychological distress caused not by childhood trauma or biochemical imbalance, but by the fundamental lack of meaning. Contemporary research on burnout, pioneered by Christina Maslach and others, supports Frankl's observation. Burnout is not simply too much work. It is characterized by three core dimensions. 1. Emotional exhaustion, feeling drained at a soul level. 2. Depersonalization, cynicism, growing detachment, indifference, even hostility toward work, colleagues, and sometimes life itself. 3. Reduced sense of personal accomplishment, the haunting feeling that nothing you do really matters. These symptoms emerge most severely not when workload is objectively extreme, but when people feel their efforts are disconnected from their deepest values, when they receive little recognition, when their work feels futile or ethically compromised. In other words, the faster energy drains when the heart is not in it. We live in a culture that glorifies busyness and productivity above all else. Yet beneath the surface, many of us are quietly starving. Starving for moments of real presence, for conversations without distraction, for beauty that is not consumed as content, for love that is not scheduled. Frankl taught that meaning is not something we invent or manufacture like a product. Meaning is something we discover and choose in every circumstance. He identified 3 primary pathways through which meaning reveals itself. Through creation, doing something that brings value to the world. Through experience, loving deeply, encountering beauty, connecting authentically with others. Through attitude, choosing courage, dignity, and grace in the face of unavoidable suffering. In everyday terms, this means reclaiming small, deliberate acts of meaning. A real conversation with a loved one, no phone in hand. Reading a book simply because it moves you, not because it's on a self-improvement list. Pausing to watch a sunset without reaching for your camera. Asking yourself at the end of the day, today, did I live for anything that truly matters to me? Exhaustion is not a sign of weakness. It is a signal, sometimes the only signal, that your soul is trying to tell you something important. You are living a life that deep down does not feel worth living. The antidote is not necessarily doing less. The antidote is doing more of what matters, and allowing yourself to feel that it matters. As Nietzsche, a thinker Frankl often referenced, famously said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." Frankl proved this in the most extreme conditions imaginable. We can prove it in the quieter, yet still painful trenches of modern daily life. Today, give yourself permission to pause. Not to escape responsibility, but to remember what responsibility is ultimately for. Not to stop working, but to start living again. May your day be filled not just with tasks completed, but with moments that make the heart say quietly, "Yes, this is why I'm here."